breathing with the sun. This is one of my favorite and most potent esoteric breathing practices that I do and that I teach in my programs and the free training guide in the description below. To start with, a quick lesson, and then we'll get into the technique. My friends, the sun is the source of all power, of all life force. The sun is the great generative principle that gives vital energy into the earth, where it's absorbed into the atmosphere of earth and all living things. The ancient priests, kings, wise men, they knew that the sun had healing and regenerative properties, the sunlight. They would sit, at sunrise and sunset and breathe with the sun and let that light permeate through their eyes. They would breathe it through their pores. They would charge their vital energy, their vital force in the body. And learning to breathe and commune with the sun in that way is an extraordinary, breath work, energy work, meditation practice that I highly recommend. So, the second thing we got to realize about the sun is it represents the symbol that rests at the end of thine road. The sun is the great symbol, and when we meditate upon the sun or the solar state, I have deep videos on the sun state and esoteric knowledge there, but when we meditate upon that state in our inner being, becoming one with that sun state, right, it moves us towards energetic perfection. It moves us towards that ideal. You see, the sun is that symbol of life, light, heat. It's the symbol of will, right? So then when we fix in our mind's eye our most glowing state of being, that sun state, full of energy, full of vitality, full of love, where you're overflowing in this field, this luminous glowing field, in this luminous glowing body that is akin to the sun, when we meditate upon that image, we move toward it. You see, my friends, when we venerate and worship the light behind the sun, which all the ancients did, the solar religions, when we venerate that, we move towards that state, that symbol. So let's get into the esoteric breathing meditation practice. For more like this, check out the free training guide, or you can apply for one of my programs, links in the description below. Furthermore, stay tuned for all my esoteric breathing techniques for breathing with the elements. I'm going to go deeper into breathing with the water, breathing with the earth, breathing with the air. So, to start with, my friends, set yourself up in an erect posture, facing the sun, usually during sunrise or sunset when the light isn't so harsh. And what I love to do is put the sun in the periphery of my vision, not staring right at it, but having it in my eye, right? And starting to breathe the complete breath in that erect posture, right? Essentially what we're trying to do is find stillness and find the subtle breath. We go much deeper into this in programs, but as we start complete breathing and we start slowing down the breath, we find that homeostasis within, and we find that deep, slow, and full breath pattern, right? From there, we can open our eyes and continue that full, complete breath. And what I want you to do is witness the light rays permeating, almost like that glow coming off the side of the sun in the periphery of your vision, and start breathing that light into you. Imagine that you're breathing through all the pores of your body. Breathe in the joy of the sunlight. You see, my friends, this esoteric meditation, it's not about being serious. It's about will and joy. When we cultivate those attitudes that are likened to the quality of the energy of the sun, we become like the sun. So we breathe in with joy. We breathe in the light of the sun with joy, and we feel it enter our being. Breathe the light of the sun all the way into your balls, into your toes, through your whole body, right? Exhale and dissolve. Become one with the sunlight. Let the sunlight literally just pass through you as if you were incorporeal. Continue breathing. And as you breathe, really invoke your will to that solar glory. Imagine yourself glowing in equal resonance to the light of the sun. Imagine yourself glowing with sunlight, breathing in through all of your skin, charging up the body, exhaling, shining forth, breathing in the sunlight through your whole being with a smile and a glint in your eye, you know, exhaling and shining forth. And as we keep doing this, slow down the breathing pattern. Make it strong, make it deep, make it slow. Sitting erect, breathe in and draw that sunlight into your spine. Imagine your spine is becoming a luminous rod of light. As you are charging it, hold the breath, lock the tongue to the roof of the mouth, lock the root, and charge up the light in the spine. Exhale and let the centers within you, let all the centers along the spine just emanate light forth. Inhale, charge up. Exhale, shine forth. Continue that process. This is the fire path. The fire path is about charging life force. The water path is about merging and releasing into oneness. Continue with the fire path, and as you get deeper into the meditation, right? Again, return to breathing in the sunlight, exhaling, and literally just becoming one with it, letting the light shine right through you. At this point in the technique, my friends, you're gonna notice, where is there tightness in your body? Maybe your back feels tight, or there's pain, or there's weakness. There's some kind of darkness or tension, maybe in your throat. Wherever it is, what I want you to do is bring attention to that area that needs healing, that needs releasing, right? Expose it to the sun and breathe that vital force into that area. Charge up, you know, that darkness. Exhale and let it dissolve. Literally let it get sucked out into the solar currents that are passing through you, right? The sun is casting these currents of vital force, these currents of radiation that are permeating right through you. Align with that reality and breathe in. Feel what is. Feel all the densities. Feel where the sunlight can't permeate you. Exhale and die. Exhale and release into the light, right? Become one with the light. Almost imagine the light that is in front of you, right? And imagine feeling it passing right through you. Continue to breathe into this greater field and continue to exhale and release out into it. That is the water path, right? Where all of a sudden we're focused on merging with the oneness, merging with the great essence, merging with that permeating field all around us, becoming one with the light. This is the key, my friends. A lot of the times we're trying to breathe with an element, right? And we're seeing that element as something outside of ourselves. We're trying to breathe with, you know, whatever it is. The key is to see yourself as one with the element. You are simply a current of life force emanating from the sun, right? Continue that practice. When you combine the fire path, charging and shining, with the water path of becoming one with the sunlight, and go back and forth, right? You really turn on and activate the system, because you're charging and then releasing what is blocking. You're charging and releasing what is blocking. Almost like a sponge that is squeezing out impurities on the water path and then charging with fresh water, with fresh energy from the sun, squeezing out impurities. And finally, my friends, to conclude this meditation, return to smiling with the sunlight and embracing the joy of the sun. Okay? And feel your solar plexus, right? Breathe in and imagine a sun shining forth from your solar plexus, akin to the sun in the sky. Breathe in and become a brother to the sun. Breathe as the sun. Breathe as the sun state, my friends. Breathe into that luminous self. breathe as the master. This is where you breathe powerfully. You sit erect, you invoke your will, you plant a powerful seed into the energetic reality of the original blueprint that you are aligning with, the blueprint of the sun state, the solar, glory. Through doing meditations like this, my friends, massive regeneration can occur, and vitalization, activation of the esoteric energy in man. This type of practice has been hidden for like millennia. This is a really powerful, mark my words, my friends, this is at the core of, secret society practices of mystery schools, is learning to wield the vital force and accumulate and store greater charge into the solar plexus, into the nervous system from the sun. By learning to charge and cultivate that force, the adept can learn to wield that vital force in their body and in their life for miracles. Thanks for being here, my friends. If you want to see more like this, check out my Esoteric Breathing playlist. Get my free training guide below. Also, stay tuned for the next practices in the Esoteric Breathing with the Elements series. If you want to get involved in the next group training program or work with me one-on-one, links in the description for that. Hit that like button, share this video. And last playlist to check out if you're interested is Vital Knowledge Itself. I go a lot into magnetism and miracles. Thanks for being here. Peace.